Patrick Smets. I'm the CEO of Gemone. I would like to welcome you all on the webinar on how to create a safer and more efficient warehouse. I see we have a lot of joiners, so thanks all of you for joining. So who is Gemone? We are a provider of a modern telematics system to empower businesses to track their vehicles, boost efficiency, operate more safely, and avoid unexpected downtime. We specialize in safety management solutions for material handling industry and equipment dealerships. We are a daughter company of TVH Parts, which is a global industry leader in this sector. We have a global presence with Gemone, which we are now launching especially a new product portfolio in EMEA. So what can you expect from this webinar? Well, I would like to reflect on the challenges we are facing in the material handling industry today. I also would like to talk on how technology can help meeting those challenges. We also hear about experiences from the USA material handling industry and whether there are lessons to be learned by European companies about safety in their business. We set out the exact technologies we have developed, which we believe will help you create a safer and more efficient warehouse. We'll also show you some videos of the technologies in action. So again, I would like to thank you all for joining, and let's kick this off.
Thank you, Patrick. It's been a challenging period for the industry. What are the issues on people's minds?
Of course, we have COVID these days. I think that's a very obvious one that's impacting our industry quite a lot. We have a lot of, I think, staffing issues across Europe. So it's not easy to find the right employees. And I think a lot of countries are facing the same problem on that one. Brexit is, of course, a big game changer in Europe. Not only for the Great Britain, but also in the rest of Europe, there are a lot of logistic companies and other industries that are affected by that. I think we all know that there is a supply chain issue in EMEA. You can even say it's a global supply chain issue. It all started, I think, in Asia with the component crisis, but more and more this is flowing into other industries. And I think the last one that I think of, and maybe even the most important one, is safety. I think safety is becoming more and more a hot topic in this industry.
Okay, why is safety such a major consideration right now?
It's becoming, from a regulatory point of view, more and more important. So it's high on the agenda of governments to increase safety and security on the workplace. But it's also becoming a hot topic for the companies themselves. So companies make a big investment in safety on their workspace. You could see it already in the USA. They were like a few years ago, they had invested a lot in that one. Now you see the same trend in Europe, where a lot of companies are investing in safety and security. It's because if you have an accident or a big incident on your workspace, not only the person is impacted a lot, but also the other employees are impacted. And of course, there's also a big financial impact. You could also see that a lot of insurance companies are now taking this into account. So how much do you invest in safety and security, and which measures are you taking?
Okay, how can Gemone help these companies?
Gemone can help on different aspects. I think one of the big aspects of technology or new technology, introducing new technology in your industry, is that there is such a massive offer of things that you can do. So there are so many solutions, there is so much software on the market, and each of these software packets are doing something differently. And I think Gemone can help on selecting what's the right thing for you, because each business, each industry, each company needs something different or adapted to what they need. And it's Gemone that can help selecting the right software that does the right job for the right use cases that you need. I think a second one that I'm thinking of is like and technology is coming, and this trend is not, you cannot stop it. And so companies need to prepare themselves for that. I think that's where Gemone can help. So a lot of companies in this industry are asking us, like, how can we make this first move towards digitization and avoid a big bang? Because that's also a big problem. If you want to do a big investment all at once, it doesn't work typically. So what we do is then creating a step-by-step plan for them to implement these new technologies and to kind of do that in a nice, smooth way, so there is not a lot of interruption on the business themselves. And I think the last one is technology is bringing a lot of advantages and a lot of insights to the companies. And it's not always easy for the companies to find the right insights. Especially in telematics, you get a lot of data points, a lot of data insights, but actually what does it mean from a business point of view? So how can you improve your business out of that data? And I think that's where Gemone is making a big step, because we are coming from this industry and we know what the business needs, and we kind of help the companies doing the interpretation of the data. Because each data point tells something, but the combination of a lot of data points tells the real business insight or the story that you need for your company.
Thank you so much, Patrick, for this introduction.
You're welcome.
Okay. Next up will be Sander. He will be introducing our new Sapphire V3 system.
Hello, I am Sander Loosveld and I'm managing the product development at Gemone, and I'm happy to introduce you today to the Sapphire new version, the version 3, and talk you through the functionalities and features of it. So the Sapphire solution is a premium safety management solution which will make your warehouse safer and more efficient. We took the best out of the previous version, the version 2, which has been proven in the United States, and will globally go live with version 3, which is even an enhanced version of what has been successful already in the US. So happy to talk to you about the most up-to-date version of the Sapphire solution.
If you're looking for a solution that might help you to better secure your warehouse and increase safety, you might want to have a look at our Sapphire solution. It helps you with setting up better guidances, manage all your operators, allocate them to machines, knowing who has done what, and generally also following up on all the operational efficiency of your warehouse. You might do that with the 4 pillars that we offer in our platform. First of all, traceability. Know where your machines are. Secondly, safety. Security and safety is a primary feature within the platform. It helps you to manage your operators with their licenses, to which machines they might have access to, how have they been using those machines, for how long, and for example, how many impacts have they done. You can allocate those to machines, to operators, and just in general help increase safety and awareness on the work floor. Thirdly, we have operational efficiency. Utilization of your fleet, but also how much time has an operator been using a certain type of equipment. Why was it on overtime or why was it on downtime? The 4th pillar is service and maintenance. If you plan proactively your periodic maintenance, you help reduce costs and downtime of your machines because your equipment stays healthy. All of that is done through our one single cloud-based platform. It's future-proof, it's fully customizable in the air, and you only have one point of contact to look at all of your data and also manage everything. Everything you want to have for security and safety.
So, looking at the functionalities of the Sapphire version 3, we boil it down to the same key domains we have at Gemone. But for this solution, first and foremost, it's all about security and safety of your fleet and your operators, of course. But also about the service and maintenance about your fleet. Gaining operational efficiency from the tooling and the solutions that we have built around it. And last but not least, also tracking and tracing the equipment within your fleet. So let's look at safety and security first. So it's very important to see who is using your machines and whether they are using them safely. We have quite a lot of tools to derive that from the solution itself. So to start with, by adding access control and managing the operators, you can provide access to the right people at the right machine. And when adding the pre-operational checklist to it, you digitize digitize actually the requirements to be compliant with all the safety and security regulations, and from there you can easily track which things might go wrong within your fleet. So very easily and soon you spot all the anomalies in your fleet to increase the security and safety via that pre-operational checklist. But not only that, so the operator will tell you what is wrong with the machine, if there's anything, so you can proactively follow up on issues, but also the behavior and the operational data. When the machine is in motion, when the operator is driving the truck, you can derive quite some behavior based on features like overload detection or impact and collision warnings. You can really derive the behavior of the operator and improve the security and the safety thanks to all those type of features. Second domain is service and maintenance. Apart from safety and security, it's important to service your fleet well and to maintain them well. And via the data that we get from the telematics solution, we can optimize the planning of the maintenance, but also be faster in responding to issues with the machineries. Third functional domain is the operational efficiency. Apart from security and safety and maintaining the fleet, based on the data that you have, you can automate and optimize operational flows in your organization. For instance, operator messaging and user management and alarms will streamline the operations within your facility. Last but not least, tracking and tracing where the machine is can give you insights on which site is the machine being used, and from there, again, you can optimize the flows within your organization. Again, those were the four main functional domains. Let's have a look at the key features of the Sapphire version 3. So we come back to the core of Gemone being a single platform to monitor the entire fleet you have. All makes, all models can be retrofitted with the solution, and you can see them all on a single platform. Second, safety first. Very important, as we saw in the functional domains. The most prominent domain is all about safety. Third is real-time reporting. Like the other solutions in our portfolio, we get the real-time operational information about your fleet, which enables you to act upon that proactively, or at least reactively, but much more fast than without any connectivity to your fleet. Fourth is simple installation and use. We optimize the design of the solution to do a smooth installation of retrofitting. And then last but not least is fully customizable. Not only can you configure the portal to your needs, but now you can also put add-ons as you wish. We'll come back to them later to make sure that you get the maximum out of the solution. Zooming in on safety first, it's really the valuable insights that you want to gather from your fleet and the operators to see what are the things which could go wrong. What is the driver behavior of your operators? Can we get something out of the data to improve the way of behaving? Are there any places or trucks or people who could use some steering to optimize the safety and security? That can all be derived from the data. A single platform asset, so with different makes, models, a mixed fleet, it's very easy to combine all of the information on a single platform across sites to have that big overview, the eagle eye on your fleet to see if there are trends which can be spotted or benchmarks. Those are all the benefits you have when working on a single platform, not only from the types of machines, but also from the functionality. So from the different angles, safety, operational efficiency, those are all combined into a single platform. Real-time reporting, also important, is to act fast and to become more proactive in the operations. It's important to get as real-time as possible with all the information you get. simple installation and use. I think apart from the optimized design to install, there is also a lot of effort put in to make the interaction with operators as seamless as possible, so as intuitive as possible, to not collide with, let's say, the behavior and the flow of working as an operator. Everything has been optimized to work as smooth as possible. Also, the fully customizable. So apart from all the configuration which can be done in the portal, to get the right alerts, to set the right thresholds for impacts, to manage all the users and the necessary rights. So all the online things. Apart from that, there's now also different hardware add-ons to zoom in on, for instance, battery management, to be even warned when when a collision could happen. So we'll look at those later into detail, but the new version is really open to be updated, configured, and enriched with the necessary add-ons to have a completely secure, safe, and performant fleet. Now over to some hardware specifications, of course. We can retrofit the V3 on whatever type of voltages, so we have solutions there. There is it's CAN enabled, so we can read into the CAN the electronics of the machine as well. The 7-inch touchscreen is a real nice interface for the operators to interact with the solution. The internal backup battery is also an important one. So for if you use battery swaps in your fleet, or if you don't want to lose connection when the battery is out for a moment, we have internal batteries to run on for a while. Accelerometers inside will help you to identify shocks and whether the machine is moving or not. Access control capabilities together with an RFID keypad. We can allow for the scenario of access control. Warranty is included. The IP65 certified, so dust and moist are not an issue for this solution. And then, last but not least, also all the digital inputs to connect to the different signals and to make sense out of it and act proactively on any issues spotted on the machine. I hope this demystified a little bit what we have put in this version of the Sapphire. Thanks.
I'm here together with Alan Killian, our sales manager and industry expert within material handlers of the United States. Welcome, Alan.
Hello, Barbara.
Okay, Alan, how long have you been working within the material handling industry, increasing the safety of warehouses?
So I've been in the material handling business for a little over 30 years. I've started in sales, pretty much worked sales my entire career. Been a sales manager also, did a little bit of a stint in marketing and business development, but mostly in sales. And when I was selling, I would pretty much sell anything I could get my hands on. That's where I started to sell the telemetry products. And also that's what drove me to Gemone when the company was started, because there were things about what was being offered in the industry that just didn't match up to what my expectations were. So as soon as I was able to cross from being an industrial equipment salesperson to a telemetry salesperson, I took that shot.
Absolutely. Has safety management always been a big topic of discussion within the United States, as it has been in Europe the last few years?
So we're going back probably 20 to 25 years when the telemetry really started in the U.S. It really took a foothold, I would say probably 10 to 12 years ago. And every year since then, it's increasing in the numbers that are being sold every year since then. Right now, it's pretty much any major company that is purchasing any material handling equipment is also looking into telemetry too.
Okay. What exactly are American businesses searching for when they're looking into getting a safety management solution?
So there's three key components to what companies are looking for. The first is normally driver access control, to make sure that only properly trained and authorized operators are operating the equipment. OSHA safety checklist is the second one, making sure that the safety checklists are done when they're supposed to be done, and also that the management is taking action on any deficiencies that they find. The other one is impact information. Companies, they have a bunch of incidents where products damage, where equipment's damage, near misses on pedestrian traffic in relation to the equipment, and a lot of times they don't know who did it. So they want to have accountability. Now there's additional features that we offer to our customers that also increase efficiency and lower or lessens the time needed to get your return on investment, including the utilization, knowing how much time an operator is spending on the seat when they're moving forward or reverse, if they have a load on their forks. There's a lot of things that companies are looking for, but those are the main ones I've seen.
Okay, which aspect of the Sapphire gets American businesses most excited?
I would say the driver access control. Anytime that I've done a presentation and I can show them that they can turn off access to certain equipment, they get excited about it, especially if they have specialized equipment like, say, a 50,000-pound lift truck. You don't just want anybody operating something that big. So knowing that they can turn that access off is very important to them. Also controlling their OSHA license expiration dates. They really get excited about having that incorporated, because normally that's a separate administrative function for somebody, and now we can take that separate administrative function and put it in with our system, and it's just one less thing that they have to worry about.
Okay, great. What lessons do you think European companies could learn from the United States markets with regards to safety management?
I would say that companies are looking for solutions. They're looking to increase efficiency, lower their operating costs, making sure that their operators are safe and act in a safe manner. If you can show that to the right person in a company, then you can sell them that system. And it also opens up new doors. When I first started selling telemetry, I found out that working with the safety manager was an inroad into the company. If I had not been doing business with them before, that was a door opener, and a lot of times I would gain sales, and it would lead to other sales. So that's a good way to gain new business.
Okay, thank you so much, Alan.
Thank you.
I have Sander with me to discuss the proximity warning solution on top of the Sapphire system. Hey, Sander.
Hey.
Why is a proximity warning solution needed within a warehouse?
It's first and foremost, it's to go for zero accidents. That's the holy grail for every prevention advisor, let's say, nowadays. Of course, there is a lot of insurance premiums involved, so there's a cost side to it as well. Not only the accidents with pedestrians, but also machines into the infrastructure. It involves a lot of costs. So it's a huge risk and a risky environment within material handling facilities. So the idea is to limit the number of accidents to zero. That's clear.
Okay, perfect. What is a proximity warning solution exactly?
Well, it consists of course, the local electronics, which is on the truck and on the pedestrians. Typically, there's a module on the forklift trucks, and there's wearables on the pedestrians, which will provide a signal, both visually as well as auditive, to warn the operator and the pedestrian, or operator and operator, about the fact that they are nearing each other and that a collision is possible. So it allows them to scan the area and to slow down and make sure the next move is safe. So that's the good thing about the solution is that it's really 360 degrees. So compared to other solutions which might focus on specific spots or angles, this solution is ultra wideband based, and it allows for scanning around the forklift truck and the pedestrians. So it's built by Lopos, and a partner of us who is highly knowledgeable about the technology and has a proven track record in that technology. So it's a solution which can be both standalone or seamlessly, of course, integrates within the Gemone system.
Okay, how does the technology itself work exactly?
So the technology is ultra wideband based, so extremely accurate when it comes to feeling the distance. It actually composed of an element which is on the machine, on the truck, and which informs the operator about the fact that there could be a collision. And there's also a wearable in many different sizes and formats, but typically it could be a wearable around the wrists for pedestrians within the warehouse who will get warned both auditively as well as visually. They'll get a warning about the fact that they're coming near to each other. That's like the very on-site solution, but ultimately it also sends over the data about the impacts into a system for further follow-up and analyzes about where a lot of collisions are happening. So from there, as management, you can identify places within the warehouse where a lot of these collisions happen, or which truck or which pedestrian is like taking a lot of risks. So for further management, it sends all the data to the cloud and integrates seamlessly with Gemone.
Forklifts are vital to your business, but they introduce risk to the workplace. Many workplace accidents involve a forklift. This increases warehouse insurance policies, greater absenteeism at work. The costs to both human life and to businesses can be significant. Our 360-degree proximity warning system equips you with the alerts and actionable insights you need to reduce forklift incidents and make your workplace environment safer. It integrates seamlessly with Gemone's telematics or works as a standalone solution. And it's powered by Lopos, specialists in keeping people safe with ultra-wideband technology. Receive immediate feedback when a proximity perimeter is breached through alerts in a variety of formats: audible, vibrations, and bright LED light. Forklifts are equipped with a beacon and workers with a wearable. These devices communicate with each other using ultra-wideband technology. Gather actionable insights through our online platform to improve overall safety and reduce incidents. Our proximity warning solution is for every forklift, no matter the type or brand, both in your warehouse and outside. Reduce forklift incidents and make your workplace environment safer.
Okay, great. So to summarize, what are the main functionalities of the proximity warning solution?
So first and foremost, it's for every forklift, and so it's retrofitted. It can be retrofitted on any type of vehicle. It's also a very easy installation. It's an easy add-on. The way of mounting it has been really nicely designed. So whatever type of truck you have, it's a very easy installation. Other than that, if you compare with other solutions, there are no blind spots. Thanks to the UWB technology, it's really a 360-degree scan of the area, which is really a big benefit compared to visual or directed spot checks. It's also totally configurable. So we have been talking about the pedestrian and the machine. But you can also include different zones within the warehouse where you want to differentiate the configuration, so you can go very far when it comes to how and when and for whom do we send the signal and do we intervene, just to make it reliable, but also not annoying if it's a bad configuration. And then last but not least, sending all that data online gives a lot of opportunity to optimize, let's say, the safety and the behavior ultimately of both operators and people running around in the facility.
Okay, thank you so much, Sander, for explaining the proximity warning solution.
Thanks for having me.
Aside from the proximity warning solution, we also offer a battery monitoring solution. Why should companies look into a solution like this?
Well, first of all, batteries are very expensive, and the portion of electrified machines are getting bigger and bigger. So the cost is huge, and it's not too easy to monitor. It's not easy to monitor, and the idea is to expand the lifetime of the batteries by monitoring their behavior and acting upon the sensor information that we get from it.
Okay, what exactly is a battery monitoring solution? How does it work?
So what we do is we put a specific battery monitoring device onto the battery itself with a couple of sensors, including temperatures, current, voltages, which will all send us the information to our cloud for further analysis, to act upon and to ultimately expand the lifetime of the battery. So the idea is ultimately to maximize the number of charging cycles, which will define how efficiently the battery is used, and ultimately exploit the full potential of every battery. That's the idea.
Hi there. Batteries can be challenging to manage. They are hard to replace, they are difficult to monitor, and they are really expensive. Our battery monitor solution can help you avoid unnecessary wear, maximize the charge cycles, and prolong battery lifespan. You can install our solution in an easy way and monitor all your batteries on one single platform. You can get real-time information, getting reports and warnings on all relevant battery parameters, including voltage, stage of charge, stage of health, and also current temperature. Our solution will allow you to reduce operational costs, monitoring battery conditions, improper use, fillings, and service intervals.
What are the main features of the solution?
So first of all, there's the installation. It's pretty smooth, although there's quite some sensors to be put on a battery. It's designed to be easily installed. That's the first thing, which will allow us to capture the data. And from there on, you get near real-time information about the batteries, about all those sensors. And those are being translated within the solution into actionable insights. So it will tell you when the water level is low, when to not opportunity charge anymore, potentially alter the behavior of the people charging it to expand the lifetime of the batteries or replace batteries to ultimately lower the operational costs of the fleet of batteries in your fleet.
Okay, thank you so much, Sander, for explaining the Sapphire products.
Hello, thank you all for joining us on this webinar. We hope you've learned a lot and there was a useful information which may have an impact on improving the safety and efficiency of your business. It's a challenging time for material handling and equipment dealerships, but it's also an exciting time with the potential of new technologies, especially telematics. We're excited about the Sapphire version 3 and we want to share more about it with you. We would love to take you through our product demo one-on-one and show you how it can positively impact your business. It's really easy to request a demo. Just drop your contact details on our website. Really thank you all for joining. It was really a pleasure meeting you all and I hope to do that once in person. Thank you.